warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everyone. Welcome to the Primet Press Conference Garuda Championship Series 2026 between Indonesia and Mozambique. Now, join with us Coach John Herdman and player Joy Pelupessy. First of all, Coach John will give comment about the preparation tomorrow match. Please, Coach.
Pelupessy. Thank you. Firstly, I want to say a huge congratulations to our U20, U19 team with Coach Nova. I think that group of boys last night showed what this country is about: great resilience and never say die attitude. It was just wonderful to see them score that penalty and get into the next round. So good luck to the boys. Hopefully I'll get a chance to come and see them in Sumatra for the next game. I think secondly, just a big thank you to Pak Eric, the ex-co, for all of their support. Bringing countries like Oman, which was a big game for us and an important one. Mozambique, again another test. These FIFA Matchdays are really important to get us ready for the big goal, which is AFC this year. So looking ahead to the game against Mozambique, we've been preparing the last few days with the same mindset. We looked at our gaps in the last game. There are still things that we want to grow and improve, but also to celebrate the things that we're doing well, and we hope to bring that to the match tomorrow. Hopefully the fans will turn out again and bring everything they brought the last game, and hopefully more fans, and hopefully a double win. That's the mission for this window, to get 2 wins in a row and to continue on that winning trajectory.
Hello. Yes. Hello. Selamat malam, everybody. First of all, good to be here. Thanks for coming. First of all, I want to say also I'm really happy with the result last game against Oman. I think we played with pride, we played with our hearts, and that's the first thing they want to see here in this country. So in our country. So really happy that we had a good result. But after that you need to look forward already to the next game, and that's tomorrow. So excited to play that game again. Again, opponent that will be not easy for us. They play in a different system. We need to be prepared. We did that well. I think we had good training sessions. We recovered, and it's a game that came quick after the last one. We are all excited, as the coach is saying, to get a second good result, because then we finish the camp, and like this season as well, we finish in a good way. So that's our main target, to finish it well tomorrow night, and make everybody happy.
Good evening, Coach and International Radio Station RRI. For the next match, I need to know what challenge that do you expect from Mozambique? I mean, what do your players need to most aware of heading to the match? And then for Joy, since the last campaign in March, as a player, in your point of view, how do you see the big difference that from the last squad for this squad? Because it looks like Coach Herdman still doing some experiment with the squad, so I want to know what your point of view to see the squad growing so much this far. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. I will start, then I remember the question. Of course, there are a few different players in this campaign, but I think this is normal, this is logical, and it's also good because we have a few young lads, people are making their debut like Matthew did. We just spoke about it. It's good that players adapt to our system, our way of training, our way of playing, because then they are prepared for next games, for next camps. So that's from March till now, and from now to the next month, and so far on. So I think it's good for the group that we have also different players and also young lads in it. because they can adapt. But that means also like we as older players and senior players in the mid group can help them to get close to our style of playing. So I think it's a positive development. So yeah, that's how I look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, with Mozambique, it's an African nation. They have a very specific style of play, transitional, high pace. So we have to be ready for what is going to come, which is a little bit of chaos. I think that's what we've seen in the last game against Oman, a very direct team. So we've been playing with quite a high line, we've been committing numbers forward, so it's going to be a good test of being able to get that balance right of, you know, going for the jugular and trying to get goals and improving our attacking, but keeping the discipline of our defensive transition and just knowing that one ball in behind is going to be a problem for us because of the pace. So I think it's a good test for us because, you know, at times against Oman we did commit numbers and we showed that discipline, but we'll have to repeat that. And I think we will have more of the ball, we'll have a chance to attack a lot. So it'll be interesting to see if our players can concentrate and again keep another clean sheet. That will be critical for this match. And I like what Joey said. I mean, I think they'll come with a different style of play. They changed their system 3 times in the game against Oman. So we've got to be ready to adapt to that. We were working on that today and hopefully it can translate in the game.
Next.
Hi Coach, good evening. I'm Henry Kurniawan from Bola.com. So Coach, I saw the training yesterday and today, and Justin Boomer still playing separately from the other guys. So my question is there any chance for Justin to play tomorrow, or if he not play, is there any chance to Matthew Baker to become starter tomorrow, Coach? Thank you.
Yeah, Justin, again, precautionary, we're on a return to play with him. So we'll see. I think tomorrow is always a new day. We always try and give on these international windows players as much time as possible to show their readiness. Today we give him a full recovery day. Tomorrow we'll check on his availability. And again, I think we'll make a selection that's best for the team. The one word that's important for me in this camp is consistency. You know, we only have 2 more windows before FIFA windows, before AFC, and we have to get guys playing together. We have to build chemistry, we have to build rhythm. You know, it's important that players do get that repetition. So, you know, this window is a little bit about experimenting, but it's more for me about consistency. We've got guys that through their professional career have earned the right to start games. You know, Joey here, who's still a promotion for his club this year. You know, I don't need to rotate those players. It's important that they start to get consistency in the starting 11 and get used to playing our system, our style of play with other players that have earned that right.
Good evening, Joey. Good evening. Coach, you said after the match yesterday that there is always room for improvements. After analyzing the game with Oman, which areas do you think that the team can improve on ahead of the second game? And at the first game, you rotated a few players into different positions, such as Kevin and Donny Tree. How do you think they perform in adapting to those changes on the fly? And maybe in the future, are you going to give Donny more playing time as a right winger? And for Joey, can you describe how playing alongside Ivar complements your game and how different it is from having Tom at your side in the center of the field? Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, I will start again. Yeah, I think we played a full game together, Ivan and me, and that was in my opinion, quite comfortable, as I found it on the pitch. So we had a good feeling in half-time, also after the game. I think that's logical if you win a game. But you need to be critical as well if you see the clips after. Of course, we have a good chemistry, but there are also some parts like we had to do better. That's a really tactical story, but sometimes we had to stay closer to each other, sometimes wider, sometimes connect more with the defense, or we have to get the front players closer to us. So yeah, the chemistry will grow, but I think the basics are good to play together. And that can be also with other midfielders, but for this game, yeah, we did well, I think, but there's always room for improvement, and that's how we look at it together as well. So yeah, let's hope we can bring it on a higher level soon.
Yeah, the question around Kevin Dix, Dawn Tree. I mean, Kevin is one of those hybrid players. He can play left centre back, right centre back, right full back, right wing back. So at the moment, he's been in the positions where we felt we needed to fill. We needed to have quality and strength. As you're aware, we have a wealth of centre backs. You know, from Rido to Alkin to Justin Herdman to Matthew Baker to Jay Isders to Mies Hilgers. I mean, we've got so many centre backs and defenders. It's important to then expand the repertoire of certain players. So Kevin, you know, might not play a wing back in the Bundesliga, but in AFC he could be one of the best wing backs in AFC. I mean, that's realistic for him, and certainly his statistics were the best in the team, believe it or not, in certain attacking elements. So, you know, really happy with what Kevin Dix brings every single game. There's a professionalism, there's quality, and he has the ability to adapt in game and across games and positions. And Donny Trey, you know, Donny again, he's growing in. He's a young player. He's growing into his international jersey. Every time he's had an opportunity, he's came into the game with a mentality to create something. I keep talking about profiles. I'm very clear on what the profiles look like for wing backs, inside forwards, wide centre backs, hybrid wide centre backs, hybrid wing backs. So as long as you fit the profile, you get a chance to play. And we're learning more about Donny Tree every time he plays. Whether it's being left wing back, right wing back, he's shown he's got the flexibility to operate on both sides of the field, which, you know, I think that's exciting. So yeah, he's definitely growing into an international role, and I think in the future he'll be pushing to push a starting spot for AFC. I think he's putting a lot of, you know, senior guys on notice now. It's exciting to see.
Next. Okay. Thank you. Coach, thank you.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Good night.